Hello everybody, Curious Corduroy here, and today we've got some interesting new news in regards to Sony's Game Pass competitor, codename Project Spartacus. This news comes from Jeff Grubb of Giant Bomb. He has a premium show called Grub Snacks. Unfortunately, that is paywalled, but thank you to the folks at VGC. They've transcribed the most important parts of the interview. So according to Jeff, they are getting pretty close internally to actually announcing and launching what Project Spartacus is going to be, but the most interesting part of this interview happens to be about the pricing and what these tiers could possibly be called. According to Jeff, there are three tiers. There's going to be the essential tier for $10 a month, the extra tier for $13 a month, and a premium tier for $16 a month. Now, pricing, names, all of this is probably really fluid, and it's probably going to change by the time they actually announce what Project Spartacus actually is. They do bring up the pricing structure for Game Pass. We'll get to that in a little bit, and I also do want to compare it to the pricing structure of PlayStation Now. But what's most interesting is what these different tiers could possibly offer gamers. So according to Jeff, for $16 a month, you might not get full games, but you might get trials, kind of like how EA Play does it. So you might be able to download a game and play it for free for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Nobody really knows at this point. And then from that point on, you're locked out of the game, but you can still decide, you know, I've played a couple hours of this game. Maybe this is something that I would look forward to actually purchasing. So it's looking like we might not get a Game Pass-like feature where an entire game drops for free on the service, but we'll get the trials instead. He also mentions that we'll be getting classic games and streaming on this $16 tier. As of right now, we don't know what exactly these classic games are. It could potentially include anything from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 and 3 and possibly PSP. So that information is still a little bit muddy, but he also does bring up the streaming option on that $16 premium tier as well. Grubb also goes on to say, for the extra tier, you get a downloadable game catalog. Anything on PlayStation Now that was downloadable seems like it would be here, which Grubb said will include 250 to possibly 300 games. So it definitely seems like they're going to be taking PlayStation Now, folding it into this new service, which is Project Spartacus. So guess everything that's on PlayStation Now as of right now that you can stream or download, you should expect to see it on this Project Spartacus platform as well. He goes on to say that the essential tier is basically PlayStation Plus with monthly games, which is basically how we know it now. You pay for your PlayStation Plus subscription, and then you get 3 monthly games for free that you can download before they expire. So that's basically all the information in regards to Project Spartacus and these pricing tiers. So I thought it would be pretty interesting to compare the pricing structure of PlayStation Now to Game Pass and what we could potentially see with Project Spartacus. So if we go over to the PlayStation Now website, we have 3 tiers that you can actually subscribe to. We have the first tier, which is a 1-month subscription at $9.99. We have a 3-month subscription at $24.99, and then we have the 12-month subscription at $59.99. Now, if you ask me, it might not be a super robust service. However, it's incredibly competitively priced. I actually think these prices are really fair and balanced, especially getting a full year at $60. Now, the interesting thing is I don't know if they're going to grandfather PlayStation Now users into whatever Project Spartacus becomes. I'm really hoping that's the case. So if that does actually happen, for people who already have a perhaps 1 to 2 year subscription already, you know, in the books for PlayStation Now, you could potentially be looking at being grandfathered in. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen. Then again, these pricing structures on this Project Spartacus are most likely fluid. So for all we know, that could completely change. Maybe you'll get some kickback. Maybe that will carry over into Project Spartacus in regards to what you have now with PlayStation Now. And we jump on over to Game Pass and what they offer. So if you want just the basic console Game Pass, that's $9.99 a month, which is pretty decent. If you own an Xbox and you play your Xbox a lot, that's a very good deal. It's a steal. If you want to switch over to the Ultimate tier, that's going to be a little bit more expensive at $14.99 a month, which compared to a lot of other streaming services a lot of people probably have, $14.99 a month is honestly pretty affordable. They also do have the PC version, which is also at $9.99 a month. But if this is your first time signing up, you'll get both Ultimate or PC for $1 on your first month. So a lot of people praise Game Pass. If it's, you know, if you use your Xbox a lot, which I don't, Game Pass is obviously a steal. It's a very, very good price. and platform that you can use to download hundreds of games. Microsoft has really dialed in the whole same day and date of new games dropping on Game Pass, which is something that I hope Sony will eventually do with whatever Project Spartacus turns into. So that's the news for today. I'm very interested to see what Project Spartacus actually becomes, what these pricing tiers are going to actually be cemented at. As someone who uses their PlayStation almost every day, I feel like no matter what the pricing is going to be, it's going to be a really great value for me, especially since we're talking about potentially getting our hands on old PlayStation games ranging from the PlayStation 1, PS2, PS3, and PSP. Those library of games alone are probably going to justify the price of this service itself. But I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about what Project Spartacus could be. What are your expectations for the price point and the content that's going to be included on it? Do you also use PlayStation Now or Game Pass? And what has your experience been like with these services? I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave those comments below. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. If you didn't, you can click dislike too. That's all right. But just remember, be excellent to one another.